this is Julie from Crafty Beach on YouTube, and I have a really fun neutral fall Dollar Tree DIY for you today. So we're going to first start with some Dollar Tree burlap. I'm going to cut a piece larger than my pumpkin sign, which we're going to be decorating with that. And the way they roll the burlap up at the Dollar Tree, it does get quite wrinkly, so you're probably going to give it an iron first. It's going to make it easier to work with. Once I got that done, we are going to just Mod Podge the whole thing to the wood pumpkin sign from the Dollar Tree. I'm not cutting it down first or anything. I am just putting a nice thick layer of Mod Podge down because it's kind of a heavier fabric. It kind of needs that extra Mod Podge to seal it down. Then just using a paper towel, I just smooth that out all over my pumpkin and then let that dry. Once I get it dry, I can start cutting it out. I just go around with my scissors. It's a pretty easy cut. I'm cutting out the pumpkin, just kind of like cutting out a circle. I do remove the burlap from the pumpkin stem because I want to do something a little bit different there. But we have the base of the burlap pumpkin done and it looks really cute. Now for the stem, I thought it would look just really good with twine. So I'm going to use some of the jute twine from Dollar Tree. And just starting at the base, hot gluing that to the back, we're just going to simply wrap that around our pumpkin stem. And as you can see, I went ahead and left the hanger on there just to save a step later. It wasn't really in the way for anything I've done so far. It's a little tricky going around that bend, so kind of do the parts that are easy first and then go back and kind of fill in that little triangular part in the middle, and you'll have a nice pumpkin stem. Now this is what we're going to make the sections of the pumpkin out of. These are the little wood cubes garland from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to start right here and form like the middle section of the pumpkin first by gluing the little cube beads directly to it. And we're going to go around in the shape of an oval using that little bump out there at the bottom to kind of know how to line this up. You do kind of have to guess a little bit more on the top, but these little would-be garlands from the Dollar Tree are not very long. That is about how far one goes, almost enough to go all the way around there in a perfect oval. And I thought that the wood cubes would be better than, the wood balls because they're going to lay flat, kind of like, like a half bead would. And they actually turned out really cute. It's so chunky. So I'm just doing the same thing over here, but I'm just doing a C shape. And I just cut that down to size to make sure that it fits. Leaving them all strung makes it easier to do this too. So I have my third strand of those, and I am doing it over here on the other side, just hot gluing that along the edges. I will have a little bit left over, but you're definitely going to need 3 strands of them to be able to cover your entire pumpkin. And it's looking really cute. I really love the raw wood combined with the burlap. And then I was trying to decide, I kind of wanted like a little burlap pumpkin leaf, but I didn't want anything too big. So I took some of the little fall leaves from the Dollar Tree and just cut them down to make them smaller because they are really big. And then I decided to use the green one, hot gluing it over here to the side of the stem. And then I chose not to use the tan one. I decided I really wanted a pumpkin tendril instead. So using some of the wire jute from the Dollar Tree, I just wrap that around a pen till you get a little curly cue, and then I am just going to glue that right there behind the wood beads sticking out to the side. And we have a little burlap neutral fall pumpkin sign DIY. I think it turned out really fun. What do you guys think about this DIY? If you'd like to watch more fall DIYs, be sure to visit me over at Crafty Beach on YouTube. I have a ton.